Hello everyone, my name is Isabel Sanchez and I am an MBA student at University Canada West. In this video, you will see and listen 10 students talking about what they think about academic integrity, both as students and as professionals. At the end of the video, I will briefly share my thoughts as well. So let's start. Okay, what do you think of academic integrity as a student?
Well, academic integrity as a student for me is doing your assignments responsibly, like using AI properly and ethically. And yeah, it also means like doing your assignments yourself, not getting from not paying someone or letting someone else do your assignment for you, because I think that at the end of the day, academic integrity trains us for the real world. Actually, when you're on the spot, where you're gonna have to think on your toes and you have to adjust to the situation as it changes, and you won't have any time to do some decent research, and you have to make decisions on the spot. So next question, please.
Yeah. And what do you think of academic integrity as a professional?
As a professional, well, just as I was saying, when you go to the professional world, when you're practicing your profession, whether you're an engineer, a project manager, or a marketing professional, or while you're working at a bank, you're gonna have to do or apply what you have learned in school, and you're not gonna have time to actually browse your notes. You're not gonna have time to look at ChatGPT. You're not gonna have time to ask someone else to do your job for you. You're actually there on the spot. They're making decisions. They're handling your workload. So you'll actually have to apply what you've actually learned. So, but of course, academic integrity, when you do your some parts of the job is about research, and I think part of academic integrity is citations. You should not reinvent the wheel, as they say, because the wheel's already there, information's already there, and sometimes we've got to borrow them because they're like stated facts already, and there's not much things to do to change them. And yeah, I think borrowing information is good, but you have to part of it is also citing them and recognizing that they're authors, they're also researchers who have done their part to make those information available to us.
What do you think of academic integrity as a student?
Academic integrity to me as a student is very important. I believe that it helps us maintain an ethical standard. It's more about giving credit where it's due, and it also helps us develop critical thinking, wherein we not only cite the authors that we have referred to for our assignments or our project, it also helps put our opinion about those ideas into picture. So academic integrity is important to maintain the credibility of the individual, as well as give the credit where it's due to the author or the respective person that we are referring to for our projects. And as far as academic integrity in the professional environment is concerned, I feel that is even more important, as in a professional setting, we even build trust with each other, right? So if we are referring to something, or if we are taking something for our reference in terms of our reporting or any work that we are doing, it's very important to give the credit where it's due. It's very important to make sure that we maintain the ethical standards, so as to develop the trust with the organization, with our team, with our managers, as well as make sure that we are using our own critical thinking and making sure that everything is in line with what we have learned in our college, as well as throughout our life as well, right? So it's important for us to put all those into perspective in any background, may it be academic or professional.
What do you think of academic integrity as a student?
Well, I think academic integrity as a student is important because you have to follow the rules when you are doing your assignments, and also you have to always try to refer to the authors when you are using their information, when you are using their work, and including in your own work as your own work, trying to cite as well and use APA format. And also, if you are using AI, for example, ChatGPT or something else, you always have to cite as well. So I think academic integrity is trying to follow those rules and also acknowledge that information.
Okay, and what do you think of academic integrity as a professional?
Well, I think as a professional is kind of the same as a student, but the only difference is that you are putting your position as a professional and at work, but you always have to follow the same rules, like referring the work of the other person, your colleagues and everything. So I think it's the same as a student.
As a student, academic integrity is important because it trains you to be ethically correct when you gather the information for assignments, projects, and papers. For me, it is also important when you're a student because it doesn't only give you the guidelines to do to follow a certain structure, but also give you the chance to use your critical thinking. Why? Because you have to cite the author, you have to give credit to the author, and of course you are not going to leave the paper by just full of citations. You will have to have your own idea and paraphrase, and then it starts your critical thinking skills. In the professional background, I feel it is even more important and crucial because it will give you the chance to be different from other professionals. No matter if you are in health, construction, or managerial positions, when you are ethical, when you make decisions that impact in someone else's life, your critical thinking is pretty important, and you will have to take accountability on the decisions you take. So I think in that way, academic integrity helps you to stand out from the rest as a professional and also as a person.
Okay, what do you think of academic integrity as a student?
Yeah, as a university student, whenever I entered into the university, right from the first day, the university staff and the professor always tells us about the academic integrity, that you have to follow the academic integrity. Don't copy paste topics from the internet or the use of the chat GPT and all these things. You have to use your own idea. You have to express your own thoughts about that while writing your assignment or any task whichever you get. There are so many software to generate the PowerPoint presentation also in a quick manner, but that is not the way it's supposed to be. You have to be in line of the academic integrity. So that's why, so that we can learn better, so that we acquire something. So that is what I understood from the academic integrity, that we have to follow. We have to think ourselves and use our brain to put into the paper.
That's right. So, and as a professional?
As a professional, moment you pass out from the university, you will be very soon in one of the organization of all these things. So what the basic you have acquired from the university, that basic is going to be replicated in your work. So it's your time to build up your basic well. Your foundation should be strong enough so that you should not follow the consequences in the practical world.
What do you think of academic integrity as a student?
So I think that's the guidelines we have to present our projects or assignments or exams. I think that's we would, because we that we can help us, like when we build professionals, we can do the right things, not only copy, because if we only copy the assignments, that's not the truth, because we didn't learning anything, and just only sometimes people pay for other people make the assignments, and that's not the correct way, because we need to learn, we need to practice, and we do our assignments.
Okay, and as a professional?
As a professional too, is the same. We need to are really good professionals, create our things. If we are really good professionals and we have a good integrity, is good because we don't have problems with rights in the future. For example, if we create something and copy to the other artists, we will have right problems with the law.
What do you think of academic integrity as a student?
Okay, academic integrity is the rule made by the university to the student that they should follow in their assignment during their university time, so that they have their original writing. They should follow the instruction of the university, and they should be ethically practiced and academically bound. Yeah, this is the academic integrity.
And what do you think of academic integrity as a professional?
As a professional, it is very important because we should have our originality in the writing, because we are grabbing the master's degree, so it's a higher level. So we should gain something to get the degree. So it's very important, very crucial for the student, and every student must follow the rule. Yeah.
So, what do you think about academic integrity as a student?
As a student, I think that academic integrity is a system or a way that it rules the way that we send the assignments, we do the exams, and also it controls and preserves the integrity of the process, right? So let's say that someone is copying that in an exam, it can assure that all of the results might be transparent, and also they are not biased in the qualifications, right?
Okay. And what do you think of academic integrity as a professional?
As a professional, I think that academic integrity could be something more that control and like control and rule is more about to get more like a moral thing, that you have to do your own thing, you have to do the better way that you are going to do, and also the right thing, the right way, and the way that you work also might include an academic integrity, special in a professional way. I think it could be more judgment than just to rule or search for a bias or any problem that I have. So, yeah.
What do you think of academic integrity as a student?
Okay, according to me, academic integrity that we have in our university as well. So I think that is important at some sort of point, because we as a student, we are here to learn, right? And if we keep on copying it from Google or any other source, I think we personally will not learn anything. So that is an important part, and it is generally, I would say, it helps us to do our work on our own, and then we do not go for outsourcing the work, because if we go for outsourcing any of our assignments and they do not do it properly, then it becomes a big issue for the grades and the academic integrity. And I think it is important for each one of us as a student to do assignments according to the criteria that is provided by the university. That is because we complete our assignments or any other form of work in discipline, and we learn a lot more from these that is assigned by the university.
And what do you think of academic integrity as a professional?
Academic integrity as a profession. like a professional, if we use it in the company, the workplace, it is important that we have academic integrity there as well, so we do not copy the same work as different companies, and then we have our own kind of a work that we are doing in our company. We know exactly what we are doing, what we want to do, and what as a company they are demanding from us. If we just copy and paste whatever is happening in another companies, then personally I think, what are we doing independently? So yeah, I'm not sure the rest, but yeah.
So what do you think of academic integrity as a student?
Alright, so as a UCW student, academic integrity is equally given to everyone to follow. But when it comes to in reality, students are not following, and also when it comes to people who are genuinely doing assignment, and people who are outsourcing are getting more marks than a score than people who are doing genuinely. So if there is a rules and regulation imposed, there should be a proper checking, and or maybe we can change the system of improving the knowledge gaining. Maybe we can get students into real-time experience and share their knowledge and how they studied this MBA student. So just getting into just assignment and making them write an exam paper doesn't make sense of how they have studied this chapter or studied their module. They have to come in front and make sure that they have studied well the module. That proves a proper MBA student outcome. So that I believe integrity has to be in a proper way, where have to be evaluated equally and properly. Thank you.
And what do you think of academic integrity as a professional?
As a professional, it has to be. There should be integrity to make sure that everyone are following that, because we should not vote for wrong people, a wrong person. When people having a integrity, or like academic integrity, they will follow the rules and regulation. That the outcome will be definitely a good will, I believe. Yeah.
For me, academic integrity is directly related to a person's values and principles. For instance, if you know that you have to do the right thing and that you have to avoid plagiarism, cheating, copy and pasting, content tests from other sources, that you have to avoid all those things, then you are going to do the right thing at any setting, like the academic setting. Regarding the academic setting, I just don't think it makes any sense paying for a program and also outsourcing assignments and work, because this is not just about making double payments, but also not learning the knowledge, the soft and hard skills we will need once we are performing at any workplace. This is actually like harming ourselves. So better to do the right things and to use all these tools like AI or any kind of information we can find in articles on the website, and use them properly, citing authors, right? So I hope that you have enjoyed this video and that you share the same point of view regarding the importance of academic integrity. Thank you.